Good team.
Here we are with Arnie Verbeek, manager, wearing a lot of hats these days, also behind the Undercard reality show. You busy man, Tell us a little bit about the Undercard.
Busy. Well, the Undercard is an initiative to bring boxing back to Dallas. And what we're trying to do is get local talent, or people who moved here for several reasons, and showcase the talent. Most of our kids are young, bright future in front of them. Some kids have a fantastic blue chip amateur pedigree. Some kids that just haven't, but never got really into the system. Great kids. We're doing it in Dallas, right here. You see, we're at the conference at the
K. Bailey Hutchinson
right now, and we just had the weigh in, and we're excited. We're going to bring it back here. There used to be the Golden Gloves here. Thousands of people used to be here with the Golden Gloves every year, and so we're bringing the boxing back to Dallas.
And now some of these guys that you're excited about are guys like Frankie Agnew.
Frankie is fantastic. So Frankie, originally from Chicago, had to leave Chicago because he would have died there, you know, with the gang violence. And he came to Maple Avenue, and let me tell you, this kid can really work out. He is ready today in his debut fight for an 8-rounder. He has set the standard high at Maple Avenue Boxing, where the standard is high already. So I'm very excited to see Frankie fight. He's a blue chip kid. He can fight, he can punch, he can do it all. So he's going to a big 4-rounder tomorrow on the show.
And as you described him to me, tough as nails.
Tough as nails. Wakes up early in the morning, he runs, he goes to the gym, we got to slow him down, lunch, back to the gym, at night he goes for another run. It's unbelievable.
Now, as I mentioned, you wear a lot of hats. You're also a boxing manager. You're got Maurice Hooker on the headline tomorrow on the undercard.
Maurice Hooker is a fantastic kid, 70 pro fights, no losses, and we're excited to have him fight here at home in Dallas. This is where he's from. Maurice, we're developing him slow but surely. He's got great potential. All the physical attributes are there. He's got a hell of a chin, reach, the right build, and now we're just moving him a little slower, let his mental capacity catch up. You know, it takes a lot to be a pro fighter. We want him to go and fight world champion fights, so we got to mentally condition him to do that. Physically, I think he's there. Boxing technically, I think he's there. Now we're going to go from the Dallas arena and go to the bigger arenas, MGM, Vegas, New York. I think next year you will see Maurice in a world champion fight. Now,
one thing like what we talked about with Maurice Hooker is that he sparred the likes of Provodnikov, Cotto, and a lot of top guys in the business.
Unbelievable, you know, and I was there myself. I went by Freya Roche's place, and he took on these guys and really did really well. And now sparring is, of course, not you know, a real fight, but Freya Roche told me, he says, God, not often we get a guy in who really enjoys to fight. Maurice is a lengthy, tall guy who should use the jab, but he loves to fight. So he loves to go on the inside. He's a fighter. He's looking for engagement, conflict. And Freya Roche picked up on that right away. He says, you know, it's hard to make somebody a fighter, but it's easier to take a fighter and make him a boxer. That's what we're doing with Maurice.
Hey, how has the reception been? I know the Undercard reality show is DFW right now, but how has the reaction been from the fight fans?
I think fantastic. Dallas is notoriously tough to do shows here because, you know, we got the Cowboys, we got the Mavericks, and, you know, it's not really a boxing town. We're trying to change that. The key elements are here. The demographics are here, the money is here, look at the venue, everything is here. So we're going to slowly build a big boxing audience, and we're here to stay. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be a wild ride, but a lot of young talent will come out of Dallas.
Now, Maple Avenue Boxing Gym is going to be reopening soon. Any word on that?
Man, we worked hard on Maple Avenue Boxing, and of course we had this event at the same time. And I can tell you, we're 95% ready. But like everything, we want to do it right. We want to do it correct. We're not just going to open. We want the thing to be 100% right before we open it. It's so close. I think the best thing is let people eat their turkey at Thanksgiving, let them get a little fat, and then bring them to Maple Avenue Boxing, and we'll get you back in shape. So after Thanksgiving, I think we're ready to rock and roll.
Sounds good. Now, like I said, I got to give you props, Arnie. You're a good boxing head. You know, we got a lot of love for you. But for those boxing heads that may recognize your face, you were actually on the HBO Sports telling a story about how you fell in love with boxing.
That's right. A long time ago, 1974. I was only 2 years old. No, I was a little older. I was 10 years old, and my father woke me up for a Muhammad Ali fight. and it was all in English, and didn't speak the language, black and white, and I was just mesmerized. I couldn't believe this guy, how he talked, how he acted, how he walked, and then he won the fight. And I thought to myself, gee, you know, where is this guy from? And I looked it up, Louisville, Kentucky. That must be some country, you know. So I went to my library on my little bike, you know, clogs on, and looked him up. And I said, that's some country, I gotta get there. And you know, it took me about another 10 years, and I made the big trip over all by myself, and I never regretted it.
And to this day, still in love with boxing just like you were back then.
I certainly am, and you know what? I added another love, my sweet wife, who was helping there.
Miss Stacy.
Miss Stacy. She's heavily involved making pictures and keeping me in line so I can keep the boxers in line, you know? It all goes downstream.
Absolutely. Respect to both of you guys, Maple Avenue Boxing Gym. Any final words for the boxing heads out there?
Let me tell you, you guys do a hell of a job promoting and helping boxing. You're always behind the camera, but you guys have done a wonderful job, and I hope you grow faster, get bigger, because you're the true thing, man.
And we appreciate the time, sir, and we look forward to tomorrow, undercard, bout card from the K. Bailey Hutchinson Center.
8 p.m.
There it is.
We'll be there. Thanks.
True.